What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Kerbal Space Program video. So today I am flying this replica of the N-1 I've created. In case you don't know what the N-1 is, it's basically the Soviets, it's their version of the Saturn V, which never actually went to the moon because the real life N-1 actually failed because its engines, it had a lot of engines, and that put a lot of pressure on the rocket, and so they weren't able to get the technology in time, and by that time the space race was already over, so they just gave up and just pretended it never existed until the 90s. So yeah, that's what we're flying today. This is the most Kerbal Space Program rocket you'll ever see. Now, it uses no mods. This N-1 uses no mods. All it uses is the DLC. So if you have a DLC and you want it, like if I get enough comments of people asking, maybe I'll put the craft file in the description. I don't know. I've never put craft files or anything in the description. I don't even know if I get media fire or something like that, but I don't know. Maybe I'll figure it out. I'm not making any promises though. I'm just saying maybe if enough people, enough people just bother me about it, I might do something. But yeah, here we are. So let's just prime our engines. So I know in the real N-1 they only had 2 people on board. I mean, they only had 1 person on board. Well, they would have had 1 person on board, but I'm flying 2 Kerbals because why not? This thing's capable of getting 3 Kerbals if I wanted to back home. Only one of them can go down to the moon surface, but there is enough seats for 3 people in the descent module. So yeah, it's because I used the 3-seat command pod instead of the 1-seat, which is probably what I should have used. But okay, it's all fine. We're launching now. Let's get a beautiful screenshot, and all right. Yeah, for some reason the engine sounds aren't there. I don't know why OBS glitched for some reason. Now yes, my controls are inverted, and yes, it is extremely weird. It's because the one command pod is upside down. You'll see once we stage this fairing, you'll understand what I'm getting at. But for now, just enjoy this extremely boring live commentary while we fly this brilliantly crafted N-1. It's amazing. I'll just get this right here, and I'll just green screen it. Boom. Easy. And then easy thumbnail. Just have to use the lasso to grab it from that screenshot. Again. Yeah, this is a terrible trajectory, man. What the heck are we doing here? There we go. My muscle memory is just gone because we fly in the wrong direction. Yeah, let's just fly this way. It's more convenient and it makes more sense.
Yeah. Yeah, loading quick saves that this thing is going to be painful. It's going to be extreme. I don't even, please stop moving. Alright,
This first stage is going to deplete, and then now it's time for the second stage. That went surprisingly well. Oh, no! Let's just hack gravity, so oh my god, what the heck just happened? Just go radical out, radical out. Just point up. Just point up, just point up. This is terrible. This is a catastrophic failure, just like the real N-1. Oh god, will we ever be able to recover from this mess? Let's just point prograde for now. Okay, the answer is, so far, yes. We have recovered from that catastrophe, at least for now. Our first stage is still descending rapidly, but that's okay because the second stage is taking us into orbit now, so we're good. Let's just hope that we want to fly a bit flat, actually, because our altitude is getting a bit high, You know how gravity turns are. You want to fly flatter, because then your periapsis is also big, just like your apoapsis. As you can see, it's really small. It's a negative number. That means we're not going to go into orbit. We want this to be a positive number. because positivity makes the world a better place, and also because it means we're actually going into orbit. So I kind of want that. All right, where is all of my Separatrons? Why are they up here? Who the heck put that there? What is this? No. What is this? Let's go activate the third stage. Okay. These beautiful poodle engines. I like how they sound. They sound really cool. All right, now let's just make a burn right there to get us into a stable orbit of 80, 70. Bruh. What the heck is this? Dude. Why don't they both have... There we go. Let me go use my time warp to go into slow motion. There we go. Now, for some reason, this stupid game likes to change my staging at like the last second. Oh man, this is terrible. Let's just put that there. Yeah, if we go too slow, I think it's gonna like explode because the game just hates being in slow motion. You just have to move everything down because the game ruined my staging. So deploy all those. What else? What else? There's what else is there? This docking port. Where is it? And there it is. Get down here, nerd. All right, now let's go ahead and deploy. It's because we're in slow motion. I was like, why is it burning for so long? It's because it was in slow motion still. All right. Okay. After I fixed the staging, everything seems to be like kind of good now because we have like 1,000 units of Delta V, and the game was like, oh yeah, you're gonna run out of fuel. You won't be able to complete this maneuver. The game was clearly gaslighting. Why does it say we only have 3? Oh, dude, the staging is cooked, so it's we have plenty of fuel. Okay, I've already flown this thing. This one has better fuel than my first N-1, and that made it to the Mun no problem. It made it no problem. So the game is just gaslighting. We're good. All right, just don't trust these numbers. They're all lies. This N-1 is fine. All right, it's unlike the real life N-1. This one's actually gonna make it to the moon, or in this case, the Mun. But it's the same thing. So we just have to get into a stable orbit. Come on. There we go. Look at that, 400 meters. Barely even a difference. So now we can go to our actual target, which is the Mun. And see that once again, we have a pretty good ascending node. My first N-1, I had like 0.1, my first N-1 launch. Which if we go to the moon, it was right there. That's where I landed. And it was yesterday. Actually, I think it was 2 days ago. But yeah, I landed right there. The lander is still in orbit. It's right there. I left it in orbit. I didn't really have the means to crash it down. I'm gonna crash down this one. I'm just gonna start a retrograde burn and then just jump out and then EVA back to the main ship. So yeah, the reason why I brought 2 Kerbals actually is so I can have someone to control like the 7K lock. or the LK. It's called the LK. Okay, it's not. Where is it? Yeah, it's called the LK. Not the LK. The 7K lock. That is what the That's what's called. That's what the command thing is called. What just happened? No. Why did you do this to me? What day is it? 25. Okay. 21 minutes. Okay, good. Luckily, the game made a save. So what happened is I went into the docking port camera, and then how you get out of that is you click backspace. However, that is also the abort function. And part of the abort function was that the uh it would decouple the crew cabins from the rest of the ship so that the launch escape system could pull it away. However, that was a big mistake because in doing so, I basically destroyed the whole thing. And we were left stranded in space. And we didn't have any monopropellant, so we couldn't. We would have to send a rescue mission. I mean, I do have an SST. Oh, this is before we even completed the orbital burn. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to speed this up. Even closer orbit. Okay, so now this time, let's quick save right here, so that way none of that stuff happens. So, yeah, this N-1 is like, it's purely stock. I mean, aside from the fact that you need the DLCs, but, so it's not purely stock, but you do need the DLCs. So yeah, maybe if enough people in the comments rant about wanting a craft file, maybe I'll share one. I don't know, because, never actually like did that, put like a link to something in the description of a video before. But there's a first for everything. I'll just have to use like Dropbox or Media Share or something like that. Not Media Share. What's it called? Media Link. I don't know. I could go for a free return trajectory, but this is just gonna catapult us out into the depths of the solar system. So like, there's no point. We're just gonna get a regular orbit, man. I don't care. Regular orbit time. You do not want to be 1 kilometer from the surface. That's a bit. I usually aim for like around 20. And that's a pretty equatorial orbit. I mean, it's not completely equatorial, but it's pretty close. Let's just see if we can. I just completely destroyed our chances of getting an encounter. Now I'm just fine-tuning our maneuver. Just getting us a good encounter. Yeah, no, let's just get rid of that, and then we're just gonna. Screw it, man. We're just gonna go like this. Ah, perfect. That's a good orbit. I'm gonna go with that. So we're gonna use what's left in this third stage, and we're also gonna use a bit of this other stage here. This is gonna be. So yeah, this is the stage that we're gonna use to circularize around the mun. Okay, so now let's get into position. How much electric charge? Yeah, we got a lot of electric charge. Another improvement I made is that I added a bunch of batteries. Man, all these engines have alternators. We're set. But yeah. So let's just get a quick save. I don't know what quick save 1 is, but I don't think we need that. Yeah, that's a few days ago. We don't need that. So let's just fast forward a little bit. And we're just going to prepare. Yeah, I really like how this, like, I had to use, like, a bunch of reference images of, like, the 7K LOK or the lock. I just call it the lock, which is what this is called. This right here, from this engine, all the way up to here. That's what it's called. So yeah, I am a genius, and I forgot to change the docking port on that. So just gonna have to like teleport one in. Luckily, no, I did not bring my engineer. Okay, I'm just gonna have to do a bit of shenanigans because I'm not redoing all that, and it's okay. I've got a solution. We're just gonna actually get there first. Oh, look at that! There's the command center down there. Messed up our perfect orbit because I'm an idiot. Well, if this doesn't work, I'm just gonna quick save, and I'm just gonna cut. Just do a quick. What the heck is happening? The rocket just had a seizure. Let's cut to it working now. I know why it does that. The engine just has a stroke right at the end of the burn. It's gonna burn prograde, and that should. Oh, I know what the problem is. Okay, I know what the problem is. The game is stupid, and it decided to give us an encounter with the Mun, 2 orbits from now. I don't know why it. There we go. Now this time, I think that's why the engine stroked at the end because it was not supposed to do that. I could always like enable crossfeed and then just use this tank, but using these engines, if maybe it's not symmetrical or something. I don't know, man. The game's being weird again, but this time we're actually gonna do it. I hope this video hasn't bored you so much that you're about to click off. Okay, please, it will get better. Trust me. The 7K lock. I mean, it's so much better than my first one. It looks so much better with like the docking system and everything. It just looks so much more accurate than my first attempt. I'm just kind of happy with how this turned out, man. Let's go. Okay. And now we burn. All right, let's just not do time warp. Let's not tempt the hands of the fate. Let's not tempt the tentacles of the Kraken. All right. Let's just try and let's just try not to anger the Kraken. The Kraken got very angry, so we're just gonna we're just gonna do things right this time. That looks so shoddily. You just put together. All right, and ready. Stage. I'm turning on monopropellant just in case. I'm just gonna throttle down a lot. Nope. Stop. Bad. Bad game. Bad. What do you mean, dude? We basically made it. We did it. I do not think that's equatorial. I'll just do another burn to get into an equatorial orbit. Just because it's, the easiest. So, mess with the radial out for some reason. Nope. Alright, now let's go ahead and make our circularization burn around the Mun. There we go. A nice 284. I know I don't have too many visual mods on. I really just have like Eve and Waterfall, and I guess Firefly too. But those 3 mods add a lot to this game. Especially now that there's the clouds. Just the clouds from Eve adds so much more personality to Kerbin. You know, like without the clouds, it's just kind of like bare. But now it's got clouds, and the clouds just add like a lot of personality to it. All right, now let's go ahead and get ready. Normally I do the docking maneuver, but we can't really do that right now. So, haha. That's not gonna happen right now. Because I forgot to I forgot to switch out the docking port. Or at least put like a smaller one on top of the bigger one. So yeah, we're just gonna have to do that. Well, in the real N-1, they actually didn't have the docking sequence like Apollo. I'm pretty sure the guy just like jumped out and then he like spacewalked down, went into the lander, and then after that just detached, did the landing procedure. And then they only docked like once they came up from like the bottom of the surface of the moon. I mean, they didn't actually do that because they never completed the N-1, but I'm pretty sure that's what they were going to do if they actually went around, like actually getting to the moon, because the N-1 failed. But if it had succeeded, like ours is going to, then yeah, I think that's what the procedure would have been. Oh, look, that's where my first N-1 landed. Wait, look at that. Now let's just get ready for the landing procedure. Just gonna aim retrograde just so that I don't have to worry about this stupid engine having a seizure at the end. Because it, how much more propellant do we have? Okay, we're in a roughly stable orbit. Let's just yeah, I made like a Saturn V, but like I made it smaller than normal one. Oh, that is well. Guess we're going for 25 on both sides. No, I'm an idiot. What am I doing, bro? I have one easy job. I just have to get that up to 20. I just like to aim for 20 because I feel like 20 is a nice round number. And I feel like it's closer to the surface, so that way, your lander doesn't have to dispel too much fuel. So it takes much more fuel to get into orbit at a higher altitude, so 20 just feels like a good number. It's just the number I usually pick for, like, vacuums like this. And we should be able to go equatorial if we just go like that. And then that looks roughly equatorial. Let's go see. How is that compared to the original N-1? That's a ascending nose. We want to go down. What did I change? Stupid radial. Get out of here. 25. Oh, that was pretty close. Let's go with 27. Just go 30. I guessed correctly. So now we got our burn here. I'm pretty sure that's in a pretty equatorial orbit. We turn that off. That does appear to be very yeah. That's a very equatorial orbit. It's good enough. Oh look, there's Kerbin right there. It looks so cool. See, with just like the clouds just add so much. It looks so much cooler now with the clouds. I mean, I do have parallax. I just took it out of my game data because I felt like my computer was gonna have a seizure if I left it in. So, all right, now we warp to our inclination burn. I just like to be at a equatorial orbit because it makes things easier. Why make things harder than they have to be? All right, now let's just get ready. I don't know why it does that, but it annoys me a lot. All right, there we go. Now we just have to get ready. Let's go here. Let's go to a Jeb's perspective, and we are just going to go on an EVA. There we go. And now, what's that? Our handy-dandy engineer Bill Kermit is here with a patented synthetical space industry's docking port craft. How amazing! Looks like the day is saved. What's left to do now is just like in real life. It would have been real life. We gotta go down, descend down, and then board the lander. Boom. Wait, look at that. We've boarded the lander. Now we just undock right there. Boom. We'll have Bob. He'll remain inside. You know, he's got all the space to himself. He doesn't have to share anymore. It's probably pretty cool, isn't it? Meanwhile, Jebediah is preparing for his ascent. Descent into madness. Was pressing the wrong one this whole time. I'm an idiot. Well, we used up quite a bit of our modern propeller. We don't have that much. Luckily, our pal Bill over here is going to set as our target, and we're going to burn a little bit, and then we're going to go point retrograde, and then once we get up and close, he's going to attach the docking port, and then he's going to go on his way. And we're going to have to do this at night. It's brilliant. Nope. No. Just did a full spin. We don't have that much electric charge, do we? No, we have enough for this little craft. And I don't want to go back. And no, bad RCS. I mean, bad stability control. Bad. Now we're just going to want to turn on our lights here now. Why are we still moving? We're going to go ahead now. Leave this seat. Go into construction mode and plop it on just like that. And now we can go back onto our vessel. And then we can go ahead and just move right away. Alright guys, take care. We'll see you later. Let's land like right there. Oh, no, I don't want to land too close to our first landing site. That would be kind of lame. Let's land right there. So let's get ready to land. There is our first landing site. We're going to land not too far from it. Might even still be in the curvature. But we do have to try and make sure that we don't land in a crater because that would suck. One. Let's try and land like right over there. It's times like these that I wish I had the trajectories mod. Where the heck? Where is this thing facing? Which direction is this thing facing, dude? Bro. Okay. I'm trying to figure out where the frick we're facing. Why is it doing that, bro? I want to land over there. But I do not know how to face that way. Dude. The stupid RCS keeps possessing me. We got so much like extra fuel. Where do we go? Which way? That way? North? No, I'm not going up. Stop it, idiot. There we go. I'm gonna go that way. Let's go like that. I'm gonna go that way. I'm gonna go like right past that crater that we're above. Or like right up there. Now let's hurry up and go aim the right way. Let's go ahead and ditch that tank. We have, yeah, this thing is overclocked with fuel. Like, let's just try and see if we don't even have to spend any fuel in this upper stage area. Aim backwards, no forwards. Like, up there. Yeah, I want to go like right up. I did not click the X. What is this? Alright, now he's gotta land. Probably not a good idea. Right below our landing area, there's just some engines and decouplers flapping around. Boom. That is a beautiful touchdown. Let's go ahead, deploy, and get... Alright. Oh, I just realized this is perfect. And like, beautiful screenshot right there. That is gorgeous, dude. With the moon, the Earth in the background, and it's perfect. Looks like Earth. Alright, now let's go ahead and see if... Nope, the ladders still don't work. I don't know. I didn't try. There you go. And with that... With that, we have successfully landed the N-1 Moonlander on the Moon. And with Kerbin in the background, this is beautiful. Let's go ahead and get some science ready, and then let's go find a good angle to plant our flag. Because we want the flag in the background. This is going to be one of the thumbnail shots, possibly. We're going to plant our flag right here. We'll call this the N1's LK Lander. Let's go ahead and turn that off. And now let's go ahead and get positioned. Which means that we're like right in the light. Boom. There we are. There it is. I'm just gonna cut, wait for Jeb to salute the flag, and we've got a perfect screenshot. There it is. And you have to time warp that much. Alright, and we have now switched over to voiceover mode. So as you can see, We're doing some science now, some deployable science. We're just getting some of that out. And as you saw a few seconds ago, there was some strange spatial anomaly that appeared when I tried to get the camera out. Because I wanted to get the MUN camera out so we could like film some like takeoff shots from the lander, but that didn't work out. So yeah, sadly that doesn't work. And here I am with Jebediah Kierman, smacking the machinery, getting everything set up. And then here I have this little anchor thing, which I wanted to have it where I could put like a docking port down and then connect like a surface base to that at some point if I wanted to use this landing site. It's pretty nice and flat actually. So I ran out all the way back here, so if I wanted to have the base be far and away enough from the lander, if I wanted to have like a SSTO come down, this is a pretty flat area. It would be nice for a space plane to take off from. So that's what I was thinking about when I put that there. And the spatial anomaly is back. Whenever I try to get that little camera out, it comes back. I'm trying to place it. I don't know. I should be able to place it. It might be that you need an engineer in construction mode to place that. I don't know. I would have to experiment with that. But yeah, it's not working, sadly. So yeah. Don't really think I have much more to talk about here. I kind of talked about everything that I did or was doing at that point. Okay, so it looks like it's time to switch over back to live commentary mode in a little bit. Not yet. We're getting there soon. So yeah, here we are with the lander. Looks pretty nice. We got all our science deployed, and Jebediah is pretty happy. And there we are. It's time to switch back to live commentary mode. Bro, there's some person outside talking to my dad. Look out the window. On the front porch. Go take a look if you dare. I don't know. I really hope that my mic wasn't muted when I just did all that. But yeah, sadly we can't use the camera. I was gonna put it down and see. Oh man, we might need an engineer. Hey, we might have to get Bill to fly down here. That'd be pretty cool. Well, yeah, it's not. Let's just go grab some EVA experiment kits. Let's just go perform some EVA science. Alright, let's go. We're gonna play golf. Boom. How far to go? It's pretty good. Okay, let's see. Watching the astronaut look through the EVA science kit has given us conclusive evidence that the new situation has not improved their creativity. As the ball arcs off into the distance, you observe the ballet of physics between the applied impulse and the body's gravity. Our scientists will rejoice at the results and hopefully agree that that 6 iron was great club selection. Alright, well, I think we should take this out. Take that camera out. I mean, we don't need it. It's not gonna work, so we can just leave it behind down here. Wait, actually, I think it's coming with us. It is, actually. I'm pretty sure I had a parachute. Where is that? Right there by the lander? Yeah, it is. I did not press. Oh, why is it doing that? Okay. Actually, I did, I guess. Ow. Flag hit my face. Now let's go put our... Oh, yeah. Let's go put the parachute in there. Wish I could climb up the ladder, but I can't. Whoa. What the heck is happening, dude? Why is the lander becoming possessed? Is Jeb using the Force? Is he a Jedi? What just happened? But yeah, this is my lander. I tried to make it look like the LK lander. It's very hard with just stock parts. Because this right here is supposed to be like the window area on the side. It's kind of like a cylinder, but with a hole in like the center. I kind of tried to make that. Maybe I could have made it a little bit better if I used the other structural piece, but I feel like this one worked all right. I don't know. And then we have this here, this nose cone. That's just part of the other one. Didn't put a light there. I forgot to, but I think it looks good. I think it still looks pretty cool and accurate. Let's switch back to Jeb. Let's go in board. It's a I'm pretty sure that's not a full module. I'm pretty sure there's like no one inside of there. We might have to just board it manually. Yeah, these ladders don't work that well. Because I have no idea what's gonna happen. Let's just do some science before we go. Mystery goo. Let's do some gravity scans. Let's do some seismic scans. I think that's everything I had. Well, we can do a crew report. Oh, we almost forgot. Most important part of the whole reason why we even came to the moon in the first place. To get a surface sample. There we go. There we go. Oh my god. What? what? What just happened? It, it went through the ground. It's because I time warped at the exact like moment. Dude, what am I supposed to do though? Why are landing legs so like weird in this game? It should just be like it's landed so nothing happens. We went a little bit far, but I have no idea what's gonna happen once we do. Yeah, let's just go right here and just quick save right here. This seems to be good. Yeah. Shabazz rocking out his nice, cool blue suit. And we are now ready to dock with the N-1. Which is, of course, very tilted compared to us. Because I landed all the way up here. Okay, there isn't really a good place where our orbits intersect. I guess there's right there, but I don't know if I want to do that. Oh, well, we're just gonna have to do it. Let's make a quick save now. And then get ready. Yeah, there's not a point where, like, we actually can do that. I think we're gonna have to switch vessels, and we're just gonna have to change the mothership's inclination, actually, so that it passes through us, because it does not pass through us currently. It is perfectly equatorial. Might just have to wing it then. Nah, that's not gonna work. We're just gonna have to switch to the N-1. This is why I put Bob on board, because he can take care of this, and we have to worry about electric charge or anything. I mean, to be fair, we have a lot of engines that very much have alternators. But let's see. So our target is right there. So we're gonna want to go to our descending node. And then we want to go there. There's Kerbit in the background right there. It looks really cool. Now I'm gonna want a quick save and then time warp to our maneuver. That's the Moho 0.5. If you're confused what that means, basically I made like my own Saturn 5 a long time ago, and I called it like the Moho 5 instead of the Saturn, or the Moho 6 instead of the Saturn 5, and so that's why it's called that. So let's go switch now to let's go switch to our vessel, our lander, and we're actually gonna go ahead now, and I'm gonna have to open up the cheat menu and then go to cheats, and maybe if I like pull the gravity down a lot. Okay, maybe. Hold on. I've got an idea. I've got an idea. We just have to keep trying it. We just have to keep trying it. Oh, there we go. Now we can quick save. About to run out of my propellant. I put reaction wheels in here. Are they really that trash? I put reaction wheels. Not enough electric charge. Bro, screw that. Screw that electric charge crap. It should be fixing our ascending node problem. Yeah, this that stuff, doesn't matter. Yeah, it does look a little goofy. I don't know, man. Here we go now. Just quick save. I may or may not have broke the game. Yeah, bro, this is gonna take too long. We've been in orbiting for 3 days. Yeah, but I mean, then again though, the N-1 never actually flew in real life, so I mean, this could have been what would have ended up happening, like we have no idea. Okay, so we're gonna have good old Bob. He's gonna have to save. So this is the LK lander. Now, yeah, we didn't have a connection to the Kerbal spacer. Now we can do it. This is probably this is like the worst part. I hate rendezvousing the most of anything in this game because it's just so annoying, dude. All right, well, I'm probably just gonna speed all of this up because of how annoying it is. It's so stupid. Probably because I'm bad at the game, but like that's the only thing I'm bad at is rendezvousing. I've literally built and flown an SSTO. I find that more enjoyable than rendezvousing. We are so low on monopropellant, like incredibly low, man. We have like almost none left. And we've just run out of electricity, man. Dang, bro, we are so almost out of monopropellant. We just ran. Oh man, bro, we just ran out. That was a close one. All right, guys. We have now gotten all of our guys back safely. We have docked. Where's Jebediah? Is he still inside the module? He still is. So we're gonna need Bill, or we're gonna need Bob. Excuse me. We're gonna need Bob, who's our scientist, to go out in EVA. We're gonna want him to take the data, science experiment, to Are you kidding me? So it deleted all of my data. Honestly, bro, I should just like teleport this thing to the surface and then do all that and then teleport it again just because it deleted my data. And that's kind of stupid. Why? I'm going to go retrograde. Shut that engine off. Now, we're now going to just let that burn off. So long, lander. We shall see you in another life. We should have enough propellant to reach. And we are getting really close. We are now going to enter to the docking port. Guess we're not entering through the docking port. We're entering through here. Let's go put Jebediah in the command area. Want to control from here. Oh. Yeah, I forgot. I never got his parachute out of there. Well, let's hope he doesn't need it. I'm sure it's fine. It's all fine. So, when I was building this part of the N-1, one thing there was like this weird thing on this side, and I didn't really know what it does, so I just put batteries in there. If anyone actually knows what that does, so that I can, you know, science cluster not powered. What the? Our deployable science died. So, anyways, let's just did it work? Did it crash? Oh, I think it's gone. Well, guess we'll never know what happened to it. Just kidding. I think I know what happened. I'm pretty sure it exploded. There we go. So yeah, now let's go ahead and plot our burn. I'm gonna go ahead and create a maneuver to get us back to Kerbin, and then we will be back. Epic transition. Let's just see how much destruction we can cause. I don't think any pieces survived. Alright, and now we are back. Activating our engine. One final look at Kerbin before we actually get back there in person. And now we can start burns. What's our electric charge? Pretty good. We've got a swivel engine, which has an alternator, so it's actually a pretty good engine. It ensures that we don't run out of fuel. Let's go get some crew reports. Oh yeah, also, it appears that Bill Kerman has joined us for the ride back home. He's come to join us on our mission back. While we go through this lovely burn home, Bill Kerman, we're gonna actually fit him up with one of our special suits because turns out his suit had a bit of an error, a bit of a glitch. You could say his tailor messed up or something like that. Either way, we're just ooh, that's a little bit steeper than we planned for. I don't want to go too steep. I don't want to test. There, let's aim for like 45. That's what I go for my space planes. Boom, 45, and now we're good. Now we can toggle this, shut down this engine, turn off that, and then just enjoy the ride back home. We look at Bill. We have Bill go EVA. Oh, we look at that. Looks like Bill's suit is. Yep, we got him fitted up with a suit now. His suit wasn't working. His old suit wasn't working, so we got him the cool future suit now, and now he's suited up, and we're ready to go. Okay, now let's prepare for re-entry. And with that, the journey of the N-1 is completed. Having completed the mission that its real-life analog has failed, the Kerbal N-1 has completed its mission to the Mun and has made it back successfully, concluding this video. Well, that was another episode of Kerbal Space Program. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you want the craft file, then it needs the DLCs. And I don't know if I will actually be able to share it because I've never shared a craft file before. But I don't know. Maybe I'll try. You know, just say something in the comments. You know, so that I know that people actually want this terrible vessel that I built. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Okay. I'm gonna assume that since you've been you've just been sitting here in this silence with me, I'm assuming that meant that you were, subscribing in that time. Okay, bye. All right, here it is. Some bonus content. The original first blooper failed attempt at actually getting the N-1 into orbit. So that's, yeah, you're gonna see some behind the scenes footage of me struggling to pilot this thing. It's a launch day for our beautiful N-1. Let's get ready for that beautiful, the beautiful launch. And for anyone asking, yes, I am using Waterfall. Yeah, Waterfall is a must-have visual mod. Like, you need Waterfall. Alright. Oh, I keep forgetting control points is reversed because of the way I built this thing, so we don't want too much. We don't want this thing to become unstable. These control surfaces down here should help with the bouncing. I think they actually are kind of helping me like control this thing because this thing is a behemoth. Let's just set. There we go. I'm just gonna control from there. I'm so used to flying to the right that now that I'm suddenly flying to the left, it's weird, dude. Yeah. So just wanna tilt a bit more. Over the years I've gotten better and better with my gravity turns. But this is not one of those examples. I don't know. I think we're flying okay. I hope you're ready for some bored commentary. For some boring live commentary because I can't English. Because like yeah, I'm probably not gonna make any cool time lapses. Sorry, dude. Just not that good enough at YouTube right now. Maybe someday. Not today. Now we're just flying completely flat now. Let's take a beautiful screenshot. Let's just go find a good screenshot. Hit thumbnail. Why is it so dark? Man, we probably picked I picked like the worst time to launch this thing. Alright, now prime that first. Okay, it somehow survived the second stage being lit in the detachment of the first stage. It survived by some miracle. Let's say just aim prograde. Yeah. Alright, I really hope that my voice isn't being blocked by the engine sounds. I hope it isn't. Okay, it is. Let me just turn that down a little bit. There we go. And perfect. I hope I didn't mess up any of my commentary. Let me move my microphone closer. Alright, so yeah, this is an N-1. This is actually my second N-1. I made another N-1 before this, but I didn't fly it on camera because it was more like just an attempt to make it. And now I've constructed a much better N-1. Yeah, we should probably aim up a bit more, just because we're flying a bit high. Just fixing the volume. Okay, I wasn't paying attention to my screen, and now we have this very ginormous orbit. It's okay, it's fine. We've got a pretty good trajectory. We just need to like coast out of the atmosphere. Once we reach like good enough elevation, by like around 60, we can deploy that fairing. Actually, I don't know. I really like fairings. Having like the stage and then the fairing. I don't know. Fairings just look really cool. And we look at that. The space station is right there. It's just a space station. It doesn't have any relevance of this video. It's just a space station. Now, once we get into space, we can go ahead and deploy this fairing. Now, yeah, I forgot to fix the launch escape system. I'm thinking about just redoing this video because this is a pretty terrible video, to be honest. I don't know, man. I might want to change it, but I'm already in it, you know. But I was thinking I might change, like, just redo this launch setup just because I messed up the orbit, and yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do it. This will just be a blooper, I guess. I might keep it in at the end of the video. I don't know. You guys care about that. Alright. Let's try again.